If you rely on kale for your minerals, you could be missing out on something huge. Because one common backyard weed packs nearly double the magnesium of kale. Magnesium isn't just a number, it's the mineral that keeps our energy steady, our muscles calm, our bones strong, and our sleep deep as we get older. Yet, most of us aren't getting enough, and the supplements on the shelves only go so far. Not to mention how costly they can be. The good news is that some of the richest sources of magnesium aren't exotic or pricey. They're growing wild along your fence line, under your trees, and right outside your door. Today, I'm going to show you 7 humble wild plants that outperform kale ounce for ounce and give you the real nutrition your body needs. And if you'd rather grab a leaf from a plant than a bottle from a shelf, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you've watched more than a couple of my videos, you probably knew this weed would make the list. That's because stinging nettle is one of the most nutrient-dense greens, wild or otherwise, you can find. With roughly 80 to 86 milligrams of magnesium per 100 grams, almost double what you get from kale, it's a true powerhouse. Nettle is packed with minerals that support energy, strong bones, and joint health. And if your knees crack a little louder these days, or your body feels a bit stiff when you first get moving, nettle brings mineral support our bodies appreciate as we get older. You can enjoy nettle in a simple tea, sauté, or nettle soup, and it will deliver a major boost of magnesium along with other important minerals like calcium, iron, and potassium. When foraging, look for bright green, healthy leaves in moist areas, often near streams, fences, or gardens, and be sure to wear gloves when harvesting. By the way, it also has more calcium than milk. If you want to learn about other weeds that outshine dairy, check out the link in the card, description, or the comment section. Also not a stranger to my channel, and one of my favorite wild edibles, Lambsquarters is often called wild spinach for good reason. Depending on the soil, it can pack up to 163 milligrams of magnesium per 100 grams, making it one of the highest magnesium greens out there, even more so than its cultivated cousin, spinach. Tender, mild, and easy to eat, it's prolific in gardens, fields, and along roadsides, and it'll grow in pretty much any soil. But give it good soil, and it becomes absolutely luxurious, bigger leaves, richer flavor, and even higher nutrient density. Beyond magnesium, it's loaded with calcium, potassium, and vitamin A, making it a true all-around nutrient powerhouse. Simply sauté, steam, or add it to soups and salads for a wild green that truly outshines its cultivated cousins. Why pay for expensive, often wilted supermarket spinach when this works beautifully in any recipe that calls for spinach? Just fresher, richer, and way more nutrient-dense. Lambsquarters is fantastic for general nutrition, but if you're looking for a boost specifically for heart health and inflammation, you need to meet the next plant. Purslane is one of the most surprising wild edibles you can find, because this little succulent is absolutely loaded with nutrition. With around 68 milligrams of magnesium per 100 grams, it already beats kale, but magnesium is just the beginning. Purslane is one of the only leafy greens rich in omega-3 fatty acid, specifically ALA, which is a huge benefit for heart health, memory, and reducing inflammation. It gives us the brain boost that helps us remember where we put our keys, keep our thoughts sharp, and help us to stay on top of daily tasks as we get older. It has a crisp, lemony, almost juicy quality thanks to its succulent leaves, and it grows everywhere people live. Sidewalks, garden beds, driveways, and sunny patches of disturbed soil. I've even found some growing in my local Dollar Tree parking lot. You can check out that video in the card, description, or comment section. It's delicious raw in salads, tossed into a stir fry at the very end, or added to soups where its slight tang can really brighten things up. For older adults, that combination of magnesium and omega-3 makes purslane one of the most powerful weeds you can put on your plate. So far, we've covered 3 incredible greens, but if you have a sensitive stomach or need something soothing, our next plant is a must forage. Another one of my favorites, because of how it soothes the gut, common mallow is one of the most underrated wild greens you can forage. Its leaves are mild, tender, and silky thanks to its natural mucilage, a gentle soothing compound that's been used for centuries to calm the digestive tract. We all know that sensitive stomachs and a little digestive upset become more common as we get older, and mallow provides that gentle support we need. Our ancestors used it for everything from heartburn to easing minor gut discomfort, making it a true, time-tested digestive ally. Mallow grows along fence lines, driveways, older gardens, and the edges of sidewalks, forming low round clusters of soft green leaves. My favorite spot to forage it is at the base of my back porch steps. And while the flavor is mild, the nutrition isn't. Mallow delivers mineral concentrations rivaling the highest wild greens, easily surpassing cultivated options like kale. Its nutrient density, especially in magnesium, is why our grandparents prized it. You can toss it into stir-fries, blend it into soups where the mucilage naturally thickens the broth, or eat it raw when the leaves are still young. One of my favorite ways to enjoy it is sautéed into an omelet, preferably with locally sourced eggs. It's one of the easiest wild greens you can work with, especially if you want all the nutrition without the bitterness. Plantain is a humble but mighty wild green, and there are 3 species commonly found across the United States. It grows almost everywhere: lawns, sidewalks, driveways, and disturbed soil. And the young leaves are more tender and easier to eat. Magnesium content is impressive, often reaching 70 to 80 milligrams per 100 grams fresh, much higher than cultivated greens like kale. It also provides calcium, iron, and other essential minerals. You can toss young leaves raw into salads, lightly saute it, or add it to soups and stews. It's versatile, mild, and especially approachable for anyone looking to add easy, mineral-rich greens to their diet. Beyond nutrition, plantain has a long history of medicinal use. Its leaves have been applied as a poultice to cuts, bites, and stings, making it a handy plant to have on hand. It's the kind of old-fashioned backyard remedy that our grandparents relied on, not some fancy first aid cream. Some call this plant pigweed, but amaranth is a wild green that's been valued for centuries around the world, for both its leaves and its seeds. The leaves are incredibly high in magnesium, often surpassing kale and spinach, and they're also packed with calcium, iron, and other essential minerals. Depending on the species, the seeds can be harvested as a high-protein grain, which also delivers a healthy dose of magnesium and other nutrients. Amaranth grows in sunny, disturbed areas, along garden edges, and in open fields. It's hardy, easy to forage, and offers multiple uses from a single plant. Unlike the delicate, fragile produce we often see in the store that turns brown if you look at it wrong, this is a tough, reliable food, the kind of traditional staple you can depend on. You can saute the leaves like most other greens, toss them in the soups or stews, or harvest the seeds for baking or porridge. It's a true all-around nutrient powerhouse that's worth getting to know in the wild. Dandelion might contain slightly less raw magnesium than kale, but is arguably the most important plant on this entire list, especially for us older adults. Why? Because that slight bitterness dandelion is famous for plays a powerful role in supporting liver and kidney function. And those are the organs responsible for actually absorbing, processing, and using the magnesium, calcium, and other minerals you get from the other 6 plants. Dandelion is the functional key that unlocks the rest of your nutrition. Without healthy digestion and detox pathways, even the richest magnesium sources won't do you much good. You can enjoy the young leaves raw in salads, saute the mature ones, or use the roots for tea or cooking. Versatile and dependable, dandelion is truly one of the most important wild greens you could add to your routine. In fact, if you choose only one wild green to add to your diet, make it dandelion. And there you have it, 7 wild plants that pack more magnesium than kale, growing right in your backyard or along your neighborhood paths. Remember, magnesium is one of those essential minerals we tend to lose as we age. Yet it's critical for steady energy, strong bones, calm muscles, and deep restful sleep. It's such a relief to know that the richest medicine we need isn't locked away in a bottle, it's just waiting for us to notice it. This knowledge gives you a real confidence boost and a sense of self-reliance that few things can match. If this information helps you, please give the video a like, share it with someone who could use a little boost in their diet, and subscribe to the channel. Every like and share helps someone learn to eat just a bit better. Check out the video on the left where we explore wild plants that outdo even dairy in calcium. And as always, eat the weeds.